Assalamualaikum and good morning. I bid to Dr. Zarina and Dr. Ajau. My name is Nur Shamira Iliani binti Shahril from HS2447C. Today, I will be presenting my FYP poster and the title of my study is Effect of ODL on Neck Disability Among Health Science Students in UiTM Puncak Alam. First, let's start with the introduction of the study. As a consequence of movement control order due to the pandemic of COVID-19, open distance learning has been introduced to most of the university students. This mode involves all campuses nationwide and effective in UiTM starting on 13 April 2020. Although this method is appropriate to combat delay or interruption of learning process due to MCO, ODL may cause various impact, especially on NEC, in response to increased usage of electronic device. So the objective of this study were to determine the duration of electronic device usage during ODL among health science students in UiTM Puncak Alam, to determine the effect of duration of electronic device usage during ODL on neck disability among health science students in UiTM Puncak Alam, and to determine the relationship between the duration of electronic device usage during ODL and neck disability among health science students in UiTM Puncak Alam. Moving on to point 3, which describes the methodology of how the study was conducted. Ethical approval was obtained from University Research Ethics Committee, Faculty of Health Science, UiTM, as a permission to conduct the study. This research is a cross-sectional study using quantitative method. The setting was at participants' current residence as all the students were being locked down due to COVID-19 pandemic. As for population of the study, it involved 8 courses of Faculty of Health Science in UiTM Puncak Alam, which included nursing, occupational therapy, physiotherapy, medical imaging, medical lab technology, nutrition and dietetic, environmental health and safety, and also optometry. The sampling design used in this study was stratified sampling. This sampling design was chosen to have the same proportion of samples for each category to avoid bias between different courses in Faculty Health Science. The number of students who were under Faculty of Health Science in UiTM Puncak Alam was approximately 1,824 students. Next, the total number of the students for each program under Faculty of Health Science was obtained by calling the HEP office. The sample size was calculated by using Cretier and Morgan formula, and the baseline sample size representing health science students in this study were 317. As for stratified sampling, the formula was obtained from Michael 1989, which each program were calculated in isolated calculation according to the total number of students in each program. So the inclusion criteria for this study were full-time health science students in UiTM Puncak Alam, participate in ODL during COVID-19 pandemic, and able to understand English language. And we exclude students who had history of injury at neck within past 3 months, history of surgery at neck within past 12 months, and clinically diagnosed with neck disorder. So this study was conducted using questionnaire, and this questionnaire consists of demographic data, duration of electronic device usage, and a questionnaire that was used to identify neck disability, which called Neck Disability Index Questionnaire. As for the data collection, the students were contacted through WhatsApp to inform about the details of this study together with the link of the Google form. First, the participants were required to tick agree in informed consent form. Next, they will need to fill the demographic form in order to collect their demographic data such as age, course, and also medical history. After that, in the next section, duration of electronic device usage during ODL was asked in a form of open-ended question where the respondent answered the duration of usage in number of hours per day. For the last section, the participants were required to answer Neck Disability Index questionnaire for neck disability assessment. It consists of 10 questions, which each item has 6 answers with a numerical rating scale from 0 to 5, which 0 indicates there is no pain and 5 indicate that there is the worst pain. So the data were collected from 13 February 2021 until 23rd March 2021. Finally, the data were analyzed, and all the data were analyzed using SPSS version 20. Demographic data, which include age and course, as well as the duration of electronic device usage during ODL and neck disability, were analyzed using descriptive analysis to get the frequency, percentage, mean, and standard deviation. Next, Pearson correlation coefficient was used to identify the relationship between duration of electronic device usage during ODL and neck disability. The next session will be presenting on the results of the study. Table 6.1 shows the demographic data of the participants in the study. A total of 307 health science students in UiTM Puncak Alam responded to the survey. However, only 299 of them met the inclusion criteria of the study. 66.8% of the total participants age range between 20 to 23 years old, while 33.4% of them were 24 to 27 years old. All the students came from 8 different courses, which the highest number of participants were from physiotherapy students, 25.8%, and this followed by occupational therapy, 22.4%, nutrition and dietetic, 12%, nursing, 10.4%, medical imaging, 10%, optometry, 7.7%, and environmental health and safety, 7%, and the least students were from medical lab technology, 4.7%. Table 6.2 describes the duration of time spent in hours the participants use electronic device during ODL in a day. This study had found that the mean duration of electronic device usage during ODL was 8.76 hours per day. It is reported that 55.9% of health science students in UiTM Puncak Alam spend 6 to 10 hours using electronic device during ODL. 19.1% of the students spend 0 to 5 hours. 18.7% of the students spend 11 to 15 hours, and another 6.4% of the students spend the longest duration of electronic device usage during ODL, which was 16 to 20 hours. Table 6.3 and 6.4 shows the effect of ODL on neck disability among health science students in UiTM Puncak Alam. This data was collected by using Neck Disability Index questionnaire. A total score of 0 to 4 over 50 were considered as no neck disability, while scores more than that were noted as having neck disability. Based on the result, it had been shown that 58.2% of the students reported having neck disability, while another 41.8% of them were not having neck disability. So, table 6.4 shows the effect of ODL on neck disability among health science students based on category. The results had found that majority of the students had mild neck disability with the percentage of 49%. Another 41.8% of the participants had no neck disability. Next, 8.0% of the participants were having moderate neck disability, and 0.3% had severe disability on the neck. Next, Table 6.5 and Figure 6.1 shows the relationship between duration of electronic device usage during ODL and neck disability. Pearson correlation coefficient was used to determine the relationship between these two variables. Based on the scatter plot, we can see that the graph can be seen to be in linear shape. However, the line is not clear and the shape was almost round. This means that there was a positive but very weak correlation between duration of electronic device usage and neck disability, with R equal to 0.23 and p-value less than 0.01. Which this indicates that the longer the duration of electronic device usage, the higher the tendency of having neck disability, but the degree of severity was not too high. As for the discussion, Based on this study, the mean duration of electronic device usage during ODL was found to be 8.76 hours a day. ODL required the student to use electronic device not only to attend classes, but also to do assignments and group discussion, which increased the duration of electronic device usage among the students. This was similar with a previous study by Monica et al. 2017, which found that majority of the students spend more than 6 hours per week for academics and work-related purposes. Next, this study had shown a high rates of neck disability among students. This might be caused by the electronic device itself, such as laptop and smartphone, which are convenient to be used in various places and situations, such as at desk, sofa, and also bed. This promotes inappropriate posture when using electronic device and causes harm to the user's neck, especially open prolonged usage. Next, even though the study revealed that there was a positive correlation between duration of electronic device usage and neck disability index score, however, the relation was found to be very weak. This result was not consistent with the previous study done by Bargato et al. 2016, which investigated the association of computer-related factors and neck disability among office workers. The study had found a positive and high correlation of computer-related factors and neck disability among the office employees. This might be due to the fact that there was a difference in location of using electronic device. Compared to office workers who need to always sit at desk in their office for the whole working hours, ODL students can change their position more freely at their own room. So this could be the reason of positive but very weak correlation found between duration of electronic device usage and neck disability in this current study. As for suggestion for future research, it is suggested for the future study to create a more detailed questionnaire which includes types of electronic device and posture opposition when using electronic device, as these factors might have influenced the results of neck disability experienced by the students. Next, as the sample size for this study was small, the future study should target bigger population involving students from various universities, which will represent the whole students who underwent ODL in Malaysia. In conclusion, the mean duration of electronic device usage during ODL was 8.76 hours a day, and the effect of electronic device usage during ODL resulted in high rates of neck disability, and there was a positive but very weak relationship between duration of electronic device usage and neck disability. So these are my references and acknowledgements. Thank you.